Well, welcome back to the fourth and final installment in the series on cleaning and refurbishing the LL Bean pipe. So I've left things pretty much as they were previously, and the wax that we put on the stem has had a chance to sort of dry a bit and set up, which will make it easier to buff. The oil is still fairly wet on the stem, which is good. That's what we want. We want it to just have an opportunity to sink into the vulcanite and sort of get into the pores, and we'll buff that out as well. And we're only doing hand buffing here. So, and this is the little insert that we cleaned at the end of the last video. So let me move this out of the way because we're only going to work on one of these at a time. For buffing these, I don't want anything abrasive. I'm just going to use, again, a piece of one of these shop rags. These are made by Scott. It's called, the product is called Rags in a Box, and they come in sheets that are, well, 4 times the size of this. I cut them into quarters, and they seem to be just the right size. So we'll start off with the stummel, and the wax on this now is it's not exactly dry. It's a bit tacky. And I'm just going to go ahead and start to buff that out. And anybody that's ever waxed a car knows what this feels like, and you can see that shining up quite nicely. It's a little bit of resistance at first. It's a bit sticky, but once you break that, it starts to shine quite nicely and sort of lubricate the cloth as you're buffing it. Now this would be pretty simple to do on a buffing wheel, but the fact is for this pipe that's just kind of overkill. And we're going to get a perfectly nice shine. I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't like pipes that are ridiculously shiny because I'm going to touch them. I hold them when I smoke them, and I'm going to get fingerprints on them, and they show up much more when the pipe's super shiny. I like a pipe that looks like it's being used for what it was intended to be used for. There we go. You can see that there does turn out to be some charring around the rim there, but that's okay. We still have very nice grain patterning on this. You know, for what it is, this is a handsome piece of briar. And there we go. Nice and shiny enough. Shinier than it was, and it's got a protective coat. Now we'll put that towel aside because I don't want to transfer any of that wax onto the stem. I'll take a clean piece of shop towel, and we will move on to the stem. And again, the stem has that obsidian oil on it. Some mineral oil would have pretty much the same effect. And we're not trying to burnish this so much, just, well, a bit of burnishing, I guess. Oh, I'm not under the camera, sorry. That's the same idea, just sort of rubbing the oil in, rubbing it off, shining it up, and there we have it. Nice and easy. Now all that remains to do is to assemble the pipe. So for this stinger, as I look at this, there's an end that's a little bit sharper and an end that's a little bit blunter. I mean, the angle's just slightly different. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I'll have to look and see if there is actually a right or wrong way to insert this, but I'm going to, for now, just insert it with the sharp end pointing back and making sure that that slot is on the bottom, and we'll just push that in all the way. Got a bit of oil there that I didn't get off. And now, this time, we're going to use a non-tapered pipe cleaner. Just bend that around so that it bends in the middle. Pinch the end and slide it into these 2 holes. Oh, it's going in much, much better. There we go. Lines up nicely with the end of the tube. The slot is on the bottom, just above the pipe cleaner, so the pipe cleaner will be there to absorb whatever drips out. And now we will just sink this home. And there we have it. So that is the whole process. This pipe is ready to smoke. As you can see, there is some wood that's been buried in there, so I'm a little unhappy about that, but it'll be okay. We'll just smoke it gently, try not to overheat it the first time, and that should char up nicely and start to build cake. We did sand it smooth, so there's no rough spots to sort of act as places to see it burning. So that's it. So there we have basically brought this pipe back to life, and it's ready to be smoked. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something from it, and I will be sure to report back to you after I get a few bowls through this and let you know how it's doing. And if I do decide to do any additional modifications, I'll keep you updated on that, and we'll go through that in future videos. So thank you for watching. Please remember to comment if you'd like, and let me know what you think. Let me know what you're doing in your pipe smoking world. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon.